audacious rat, the Cintrian. But we'll get him.
Oh, we will, Damien. Right, I best be off. I'll leave you to it. I'll leave you to it. Plus, if I wait too long, the Duchess might be a little bit too peeved at me making her wait. Right, whereabouts are we heading? So, meet Anna Henrietta in Mountbank Alley for the man from Cintra. But before that, let's go here first. So, put on clothes Anna Henrietta will consider appropriate for the soiree. Guess that's on the other side of town. Yes, it is. So, that's where Anna Henrietta waits, and that's where we need to go. So we're going to a tailor or something then. Probably take off my swords before I get there, mind you. I don't think that's appropriate for a soiree.
If you've no reason to live, live to spite others.
Hey, is that not this clerk with the price on his head?
You are?
Stop.
Oh shit.
Now, all together.
Oh, God's helping me here.
How long are you gonna make me wait?
Ow, this guy's... It's the guard giving me one there. Bloody hell.
Didn't look like locals. Damien's right. I'm a hunted man.
Indeed, that was a little more difficult than it really should have been. At least the guard was giving me a helping hand, mind you. I say a helping hand, he whacked me a couple of times there. But these were all named bandits. Not like these guys, just the generic thugs walking our way. What, you want a piece too?
Where are you from?
That's what I thought.
It's wonderful.
Really?
Still
Bash you out the way, prick. He's got something on him. Ooh. Contract on a witcher. That's a portrait of me. Not bad. Not good either. Just shave my beard off. Would that actually be there? I wonder. Wolf medallion though, and the scar just gives it away really, doesn't it? We got that last guy. Right. Back to tracking the correct question. Oh, let's just go this way, okay. I'll follow the way the map wishes to guide me. Yeah, Damien ain't wrong then. Used to being a hunted man before, but looks like the stakes have been upped slightly. I guess they don't like the fact that I'm going nosing around in the whole business with the wine.
Know how to whistle? Just put your lips together and blow.
Thankfully, Beauclair does seem to be quite peaceful this time of night, aside from the ambush that we just fought back against.
Come on.
There's hooded women all over here, which just, again, screams vampire to me. It always reminds me of that, near those ruins to the west of Beauclair when I came across that hooded woman in the ruins, and there was that blood-curdling scream that she did. Ugh, wonder if there's any more of them out there. I imagine there probably is, we just haven't come across them yet.
Shone in its eyes your glow, sent marking times that courtesy could flow.
This is the street with the tailor, it seems.
All work and no play, right, Witcher?
Tell me about it. Yeah, tailor's workshop. Is he home? Oh, yeah, he is.
Sacre bleu! It's a crime! You're from the north, that's painfully clear.
Excuse me?
There is no excuse. There is but the need to outfit you anew. My salon stands open, please come in.
Okay, for a round or two of Gwent. I haven't played this guy yet, but not yet. We've got more pressing concerns.
All jests aside, let me see what you got in your wardrobe.
I'm more than willing, sir.
better not be pricey. Righty. We got elegant Beauclair doublets. Elegant courtiers doublets. Oh, yeah, I'll just go with the shirt. That'll go down well, won't it? Looks like I'm going with the elegant Beauclair doublet. 3-4, bloody hell. Far too expensive for my liking. Elegant Beauclair trousers, no guardian, no. There we go. Now, do we need a mask? Wolf mask? Harlequin mask? I think I'll be alright with a mask. Although, I'm tempted to buy the wolf one. Maybe she'll appreciate that, but now we'll leave it.
Thanks. Think that's all I need for now.
Ever your servant, sir.
Now, I would consider... Oh. Don't mind me looting up the place, do you? Guess not. Oh, something on his table I intended to pick up earlier. Don't mind me, Mr. Taylor. Don't worry, I'll be back. You get a chance to win what I'm robbing now back at me from Gwent later on. Okay, right, that's done. Now for Anna Henrietta. So, tempted to obviously change now, but with the fact that I'm a hunted man and there could be more bandits on the street after my head, I'll get a lot closer before I decide to change.
Wine by the barrel, peace and quiet, lovely views.
See, they got some nerve though, those bandits. There are plenty of guards around.
My heart's about to burst
Reginald
from
Aubrey
the
has
surfeit
returned.
of beauty.
Statue
Not to
guy.
be missed. Buy your tickets
A beast
now.
like that
Available
probably
from
has
me
no one
alone.
to split a bottle.
Okay, I think this will do. Close enough. Okay. Will do me nicely. Alright, okay, so I just need to unequip my swords and, of course, my gloves. Let's make sure it's gone in here. Do not want to be dropping my Grandmaster and Erendite on the floor. No, no, no. Actually, still got my crossbow equipped. Here we are. Completely bare.
Nice tune.
Ourselves a save before we head forward. Right, the
Throwing on an empty
Duchess
stomach.
should appreciate the effort I put in here. I think she will.
Late. Now, why does that not surprise me?
Well, well. I did not expect you to have such a sense of style. Not all bad. Nothing like a budding artist, of course, but... just one other detail. Here, put it on.
A mask?
All who attend the Mandragora soiree wear them. If you have one on, no one asks who you are.
Fair enough.
Any idea why they wear masks?
Likely because they imagine it oh so very romantic and mysterious. The truth is far simpler. This way, no one can tell which drunken aristocrats are pinching the performers.
Let's go. Soiree's started.
Mm-hmm. Wise of you to hide your weapons. They'd not have let us in otherwise, that's certain. How do we find the Cintrian? Have you a plan?
Key is not to spook him. Need to ask after his partner, Cecilia, first. Less likely to raise suspicions. Soon as we find her, we find him. Especially since he might be expecting us.
What do you mean?
Ran into some of his thugs in town. Knew who I was. Had it in for me.
Right. Right you are. We must proceed with caution. Come, it's our turn.
Madame, Monsieur, an extraordinary pleasure to welcome you to the Mandragora's soiree. Tonight, I particularly recommend you direct your attention to the performances prepared by artists of our community.
Tell us about these performances.
This evening, the Mandragora has the honor to present 3 superb displays of artistry. The first was a concert by Cecilia Belont, a singer whose voice, were it stone, would surely be a diamond. Sadly, Mademoiselle Cecilia has sung.
Shame. We would have loved to hear her.
Luckily, you are in time to see the great Calesti, a master of visual illusions, come to us from far off Afir.
Visual illusions. Interesting. And the third artist?
The third and fourth, for they are a duo, are the Tuven brothers, presenting their newest pantomime.
We were really hoping to meet Cecilia Bellant.
You are admirers, I surmise. I'm certain you will have ample opportunity to converse with her.
It cannot be easy to identify anyone in this crowd. Perhaps you could help us find her.
I don't know where she is now, but I can give you a clue.
Let's hear it.
Seek the Kaveri orchid.
Meaning?
Cecilia wears one in her hair. You shall recognize her easily by the orchid.
Well, well. Dandelion's always complaining about artists being poor as temple mice.
The residence belongs to none of them. They are guests here. Oriana, she owns this. Woman in the black dress. There, on the balcony.
Got her. Doesn't wear a mask?
It would be pointless. All would know her anyway.
Kaveri Orchid. Let's look for it. If we find Cecilia, we'll find the Cintrian.
There we go, okay. So, search the alcoves for a woman with the Kaveri orchid in her hair. We'll do the optional one, take part in the soiree's entertainments, don't you? Okay, Anna, let's go. This place really is packed, isn't it? I don't think there'd be this many people here.
Put your own house in order first.
Sorry, you know how to take a drink.
Please do not
Go on, Geralt, be bold. Show us the artist in you. The paint balls, cast them at the canvas.
Really? Smirch the canvas with your emotions, alright.
Good folk and artists.
I'll take them all.
Paradise, paradise, all the damn thing.
Silence. The artist must focus. I got it. It's the Sonator.
It's not a landscape, you pleb. It's a manifestation of the man's soul.
I love how people are trying to guess what I'm doing. I'm just absolutely flinging it at nothing. Can I... Anna, let me get the red ones. God damn it. I'm probably going to throw them all, aren't I?
Lush and verdant as a field of vines.
To vines and to wine!
Should you tire of these hues, drop them in the pail.
6 out of 15. Still a way to go.
Scarlet crimson oxblood. I see lips, full sensual.
Oh, didn't mean to throw that there. Oh, this is just going to turn into an absolute disaster. Oh, this is horrendous.
You ought to be in one of the alcoves.
Finally yellow. Pull this one down here.
It's obvious. It represents...
No, this is clearly Corvo Bianco that I'm drawing here. So
Composition takes shape.
Yes, it's sure to be a masterpiece.
you taking the mic?
Quite the noble color.
Thank you, I agree with that.
The sky over
See, look, these are all grapes.
Voila! Fine. Now, allow me a moment to ponder. My appraisal? The painting depicts spiritual dualism. The continual battle between good and evil, and defiance.
Oh yes, that's him all right. Good versus evil. The dualistic nature of man.
And defiance.
Yeah, clearly that's what I was going for there.
This painting,
Please
it's
do not
rather...
disturb.
Let's move on.
Very...
So you're not taking part in it, Duchess, no?
That's what.
I do hope this one concludes
Not you. There's something around here.
Exceptional true.
Let's go.
Would I ever love to meet him? It's a shame.
Need I remind you, it's neither did you.
Where'd the Duchess go? Oh, she's here. Yeah, where are you?
Come, let's look in the alcoves.
A true talent paints like the great wine.
The great
Yeah.
one.
What's this? Sets of mimes. Can we watch them? I guess we stand and watch. Rather than actually. Pulling at each other, alright. Oh! Oh, look there! That must be that Fury.
Need I remind you that neither did you.
Oh, there's refreshments. Don't mind if I do, thank you.
My deepest we must throw off the manacles of form. Venture beyond the bounds of cognition.
These are obviously the alcohols. I wonder why. See, it's all showing on the map, but there's nothing for us to do here.
The shadow.
You seek someone? I beg your pardon.
Do take care, Witcher.
Oi! You're not supposed to know I'm a witcher. Is my disguise that easy to see through?
That's to say, the other one. His brother.
Greetings and welcome.
I want to see this here.
Look at the mage. I believe he's casting spells.
Yeah, we'll see.
Ah, how beautiful.
Yeah, okay, that's pretty impressive, I'll give him that.
The dolphins. That is no ordinary illusion. The man is a true artist.
Impressive.
Oh! Must be a few other things to do around here. Might as well check these alcoves since we're over here.
Do not disturb. Shoo, shoo.
It's the right flower.
Of course it is. A Koviri orchid lends just the right contrast to her complexion.
Need to talk to your model. It'll only take a minute.
To me?
Lie still. You may speak, but for love's sake, do not move.
Wow. Impressive portrait.
I know the style, the stroke. This is Dorian Villesse.
The gracious lady has heard of me.
I've heard Anna Henrietta herself wished you to paint her portrait once.
At one point, the palace chamberlain even wrote to me, but alas, ultimately refused my terms.
What was the matter?
When he learned I only ever paint nudes, he severed all contact. He said he would not dare offend her illustrious highness with such a proposition. I've always longed to paint her. Such a shame.
I think you may still get your chance.
We came here to meet you, specifically.
To meet me? But why?
Cintrian noble you came here with. Wanted to ask you about him.
Cintrian noble. Ah! You must think I'm Cecilia.
Orchid confused me.
I told you not to move!
As she concluded her performance, Cecilia tossed the flower into the crowd. I caught it, but I did see the nobleman.
Really like to talk to him. What did he look like?
Like many here. Tall, dark, masked.
Know where he might be now?
He gave Cecilia a small gift, a heart-shaped box. Then they strolled off together towards the refreshment tables.
Excuse me, madame, monsieur, I cannot work like this. You must leave now.
Our next lead then. Take part in this horror's entertainment still, yes. So I'm just going to head up this way first. What we got here?
Blah, blah, blah. Avant-garde, schmavant-garde. It's all about two things. Coin and copulation.
The Besotted Witcher. What? This is some sort of part of a play, isn't it? Wolves in the distance, walk through the woods carefully. Got you now, beast. Interesting. A few more things to do around here. I'm just going to check all these alcoves so we don't miss anything. It looks like we found the right clue first time. Which makes a change. Normally it's the last one.
Look, lanterns. They say releasing them brings good luck.
From a circuit of beauty.
What are we doing? Lantern.
Fine. Let's give it a try.
Never suspected you believed in such things.
There we are. All four. Back over. Can we get round back this way? Don't think so.
Don't worry.
How can you be
No.
so sure?
Oh no. Nope, no, can't.
He promised me he'd meet with you.
Back this way. I'll say that a fairy mage, if he is a mage, which I assume he is that's probably the most impressive thing I've seen in quite a while.
Such talent.
Absinthe. The preferred hooch of artists.
Careful, it packs a pretty powerful punch.
Oh,
Built up a pretty powerful resistance.
you say that, Geralt, but it don't look like it. Oh, right, there we go, I'll let you off. I must be able to interact with these. Can I not? No. Oh. Oh, we could join in. Oh, that's good. Anna, you ruined that by being stood in the way.
Such talent. Exceptional.
Oh. Have ourselves a clue.
Someone left their loot behind. Looks a little like dandelions.
This was scratched. Someone beat it twice.
Beyond the bounds of cognition.
Empty heart-shaped box. Cecilia must have left it behind.
It looks like it held a flask of perfume. A gift from the Cintrian, I imagine.
Scent still hangs in the air. Let's follow it.
Something over here too.
Made of Fistech. Artists' way of numbing their existential pain.
I do not even wish to comment.
Right, let's pick up this scent. It's going back this way, wasn't it? Yeah, here we go.
Such talent. Exceptional true.
Do you think I can do it again? No. Ah.
Need I remind you that neither did you.
Right. To the main task at hand, right. I wonder actually. Just want to check what's over this way. Oh, drink again. Okay, I guess I'm not having a drink again. Oh, yes I am. Whoa. Well, I'm glad I came over here. Excuse me, that's just locked.
Have you not heard the news?
It's on everyone's lips. 4 duets in one night. Does that please leave? This
Sorry.
is a private alcove.
Sorry.
Cecilia never should have performed tonight. You should have.
It seems someone decided otherwise.
That someone knows nothing of true art. It shall be you next time. Trust me, I shall have a word with Oriana personally.
Hi.
We are busy.
Oh, okay, never mind then. I thought you might have given me some sort of hint, but I guess not.
Am I okay?
Where's this scent? Here it is.
Need I remind you that neither did you?
We must throw off the manacles.
This painting, it's rather...
On this way.
very...
Bloody colorful, that's what.
Looks like this scent's taking us all around. Oh, yeah, it is still going. Yeah, okay. Get out of the way. Oh, fucking drunkard bumbling into me. I'll push you in the water if you don't watch it.
Aren't they even? Because the right cuff seems somewhat higher to me.
It's fine. Relax.
That's just right behind me. Good.
Sorry, only artists in the Mandragora allowed.
Come, we must consider what to do.
I'd recognize that voice anywhere.
You must be mistaking me for someone else.
I served 15 years in the palace. Your Grace, I'd not mistake you for anyone.
Shh! Not so loud. We are here incognito, on state business.
Yes, Your Grace. How may I serve?
First off, stop saying your grace and posturing like that, otherwise you'll give our position away.
I hope we can count on your discretion.
Of course. I shall be silent as the grave.
Looking for Cecilia Bellant. Seen her?
She's in her dressing room, where she went with a nobleman. They clearly were drawn to each other.
What did the man look like?
Tall, broad-shouldered, a black beard peeping out from under his mask, and he spoke with a foreign accent, a drawl of sorts.
That must be him. We must get to the dressing room, quickly.
Yes, Your Grace. I'll take you.
No, stay here. Anyone tries to flee, you stop them.
Understood.
Quickly, upstairs. That must be Cecilia.
No pulse. We're too late.
He slit her throat. The brute.
Didn't go out the door. Guard would have noticed. Might still be somewhere here.
You must find him before he harms another. I shall alert Oriana. At once. She should bring her soirée to a close.
Shouldn't split up.
Geralt, I will be fine. Go after that rogue. I shall fetch help.
Yet we come across another dead body. This time Cecilia Bellant. We were too late.
Killed her, then went out on the balcony.
We'll check that shortly. Is there anything else in the room? From the odd few things to loot up, it doesn't look like it. Nope.
Tore down the door, made a platform. Clever. Must be pretty strong, too. Bloody handprint. It's his.
Well, just going over.
Broke the flower pot when moving the door, then stepped in the soil.
Locked.
Footprints, made by soiled boots. Must have climbed this ladder.
Higher and higher we go, it seems. It's a fair drop down from here.
Could still be here. Need to stay alert.
Christ, yeah. Okay, what we got?
Smashed mirror. Someone crashed into it, hard, then sank to the floor. Bloodstains. Links of a snapped chain. Jewel must have been on it.
It's a valuable jewel.
Precious stone. Bloody fingerprint on it. Thief came for this, must have. Tiny chain links next to it. From a snapped necklace? Seems there was a struggle. Jewelry box. Lock's busted. Picked open, probably.
Yeah, and obviously the jewelry was inside the jewelry box. Anything around this side of the bed? No. Oh, hey up. Let's look on the rest of the room first.
Empty inkwell. Knocked over, turned toward the room. Canvas is cut. Somebody took a knife to the painting, looks like.
Why? Oh.
Hunting knife. Richly ornamented. Used during the fight, probably. Looks valuable, but it's not what he came for.
No, it is not. Which means the final piece of the puzzle is going to be out this window, it looks.
Sconce is bent, smeared with blood. Someone try to grab it. Blood on the window frame. Someone climb out? Fall out? Jewel was in the box, it seems. Centurion tried to steal it, but someone got in his way. They fought, struggled, that's clear. Ended with one of them flying out the window. Fall had to have killed them. Jewel's still here, though, so our Cintrian must have been the flyer.
So, this is the tracker. A witcher, yes?
Indeed, this is him. We found the body together. Then he set off in pursuit of the killer.
And ended up here, but I've only found evidence of a fight. Seems the Centurions killed his last. Finally failed this time. Shame it happened too late for Cecilia.
Poor girl. Always told her she chose her males badly.
but I would never have suspected she could arrive with a murderer. I'll alert the staff. Have them see to her body at once. Meanwhile, we should sit. I will tell you everything, in full detail. I caught him red-handed, attempting to burgle, rifling through my possessions.
What did you do? Summon the guards?
There was no time. I feared he'd escape, refused to give him the chance. He stood with his back to me, so I attacked. He struck his head on a picture frame as we struggled. He was bleeding, dazed, and then he drew a knife. Everything happened very quickly then. I knocked the weapon out of his hand and pushed him hard. He
fell out of the window.
Just so.
Oriana, eh?
None too wise picking a fight with an armed robber.
Why? Because I'm a woman, in a frock rather than plate. I can take care of myself, I assure you. A hairpin might look like mere ornament, but plunged into an eye, it can be as effective as a blade.
Fair point.
Claim the man was trying to rob you when you walked into the room?
Yes. He stood over my dressing table, pouring through my jewelry.
Mm-hmm. After this is my guess. Picked it up while searching.
Why, that's the heart of Toussaint. Oriana, how did you ever come to have it?
I bought it, many years ago, from a young woman.
Jewel seems important. Why?
The heart is an heirloom. It belonged to my family for years. Then it disappeared. I didn't think we would ever recover it.
Seems someone is very determined to find it. The thief left his tool bag behind. Found this drawing inside it. Look.
The heart of Toussaint. Representation's pretty faithful. Cintrian must have been on a job. Got very clear instructions what to look for.
So it is not him we seek, but his employer. Is this the only evidence we found?
Also happened on the weapon he attacked Oriana with. Hunting knife. Used to skin game. Got an emblem on its hilt.
This crest is used by the lords of Duntine. The present master of the castle is a passionate hunter. Our next lead, perhaps.
Duntine. Remember the place. Abandoned ruin just a few years ago.
More recently, the family's last heir, Roderick, returned to his ancestral seat and restored the castle.
Know any more about this Roderick?
His grandfather was an advisor to Queen Ademarta. The family received those lands as a grant for his service. Roderick is quite the recluse. He avoids society, preferring the company of a small team of knights, though the latter term is imprecise, as they seem more akin to vandals with crests on their shields.
Oriana, everything we discussed here, hope you'll keep it to yourself. Counting on it, in fact. Word gets out he, failed in his attempt to steal the jewel. His employer could run. We need to proceed cautiously.
Discretion is in the interest of us all. I'll not ask what this is about, just as I expect not to be troubled about it again. By anyone.
Forgive me, Madam Oriana, but might I have a word?
You must excuse me a moment.
Oriana, any thoughts?
Few make me feel awkward, but in her presence, I sense anxiety, discomfort.
Yeah, I'll agree with you on that one.
The drawing. It's on the same type of paper the victims' names were written on. Drawn with the same ink, too. Seems the work of our blackmailers.
Who were not only behind the beast's murders, but also stole the Son Real and sought to steal the heart of Toussaint.
Look, the wine, the jewel, both tied to you intrinsically. Coincidence? Not something I'm willing to believe. Worried about one thing. That somewhere at the end of this scheme, plan might call for an attempt on your life.
It could be something else altogether. My sister, Siana, might be among the schemers. She left court when we were children. My parents banished her from the duchy. I've not seen her since.
Think your sister might be involved? Why?
You see, I recall her always being rather possessive, throwing jealous fits if I had something she didn't.
Here, that's normal for sisters. Rivalry.
True. I suppose I gave as good as I got. There are times I miss that very much. The wine, its theft, was the first clue. That's very much like her. She always did enjoy stealing my toys. But I grew almost certain when I saw the heart of Toussaint. Siana received it from father as a gift, at a time when my parents thought of her as but an ill-behaved little girl. Someone wanted some of my wine. The same someone ordered our family jewels stolen, or recovered. It's my sister. It must be.
A fallen princess satisfying whims, going after lost luxuries? Could be right. What did your sister do to get banished?
Siana was cursed.
Parents run afoul of some mage?
No. She was born at an inopportune moment. They said she was touched by the curse of the Black Sun. Geralt, is it true? Can an individual be evil because they were born during the wrong lunar phase?
Could be the case. Could also be because they were treated like lepers from birth. Isolated, prodded, ostracized. Couldn't have had it easy, Siana.
She was angry at the whole world. She felt inferior, felt pain, though she masked this with confidence, arrogance even. She could also be cruel at times. I recall one such situation. She persuaded Cedric the Coolbird that she could see the future in her dreams. We were children, and Cedric's brother was smitten with me. It was an innocent childhood crush. Siana knew of it. She told Cedric of a dream she had had, that he would die at the hands of his own brother. Cedric stole his father's sword and killed his brother. She destroyed 2 lives with a prank. Cedric mourns to this day. In the end, they forced her to leave the palace. A decade passed. More. I've missed her terribly since. Your mission has gained new import. You must go to Dun Tyne, and if Siana is there, you must find her. No matter what she did, she is not to be harmed in any way, shape, or form. You must make sure of that.
I'll see to it, can't promise anything. Well, if you're right and it is her, we can't really promise anything. She could have way more up her sleeve than what we've came across thus far, but to appease her, she won't be pleased if we say I can't promise it, so we'll just say yes.
I'll find her if she's there.
I hope you do. I very much wish to talk to her. Sister to sister.
Your Grace, Geralt, I'd like to introduce...
Regis! What a surprise! I had no idea you were in Beauclair. And this is...
My very dear friend, Detlaf van der Eretain, an arrival from Nazaire. We are lending our combined resources to the Witch's Hunt.
Ah, yes. Splendid. But why are you here at Oriana's?
They came to pay me a surprise visit, so I invited Regis in for a glass of wine. We've known each other for... ages. Literally. Witcher, I hear you know Regis too. Even that you are friends.
all true, yeah, but this situation is getting a little bit stressful now. Known him for ages, have you, Oriana? Yeah, I can believe that literally.
Few I can rely on like I can on Regis. Kinda hoping he thinks the same of me.
Curious. It seems opposites really do attract.
Don't be fooled, dear. Geralt has many merits. He merely hides them from the world very diligently.
You said you're both aiding him with his contract. It involves the Beast of Beauclair, I suspect. Master Witcher, maybe you could satisfy my curiosity. What's it like going toe-to-toe with a monster, knowing you've only two options, to kill or be killed?
Despite what you might have heard, I don't lunge at every monster I see sword in hand. Talking gets the job done for some.
I wonder what a monster might have to say to you.
It might want to apologize.
My word. For what might a monster wish to apologize to a witcher?
For killing. Though at times there is no choice, when loved ones are at risk and require protection.
Same as humans. Put them in that situation, they'll kill too.
You understand this. It must be why you and Regis are friends. If I understand you correctly, you would rather help a monster than kill it.
If possible, yeah. Or at least try.
Enough about the Witcher trade for now. Regis mentioned you come from Nazaire. I spent time there as a child.
Fond memories?
It was wonderful. I was positively entranced by the land's fashions. Deep-cut dresses I found most fascinating.
I believe we're running short on wine. I should go to the cellar, bring another bottle.
Let me go. Wanna help, Regis? Know your wine a lot better than I know mine.
We shall return forthwith. An exceptional conversation, don't you think? Vampires, a witcher, and the Duchess of Toussaint? My.
Highly exceptional, Regis. Wanted to talk to you in private. You crazy bringing Detloff here?
Geralt, allow me to explain.
No, let me explain. He's dangerous, and you were gonna watch him.
But that is precisely what I'm doing. Detloff believes you'll succeed in your task, and he'll not need to kill anymore. That is, not until he gets his hands on the men who kidnapped his Renna.
Oriana, she really your friend? Can she be trusted?
I met her years ago, before I met you, and before she settled in Beauclair. We'd not seen one another in... I can't begin to tell you in how long. But I shall tell you all about her some other day.
Guessing it's no accident you two stopped by.
It would be quite some coincidence indeed. No, a dutiful little bird told us.
Now listen close. Managed to learn where the blackmailers are. They're based at Duntine Castle.
That's splendid news. If they are there, Renna must be there as well.
Duchess expects we'll find her long-lost sister there too. Thing is, she might be involved. Could be behind the blackmailing.
Do you mean to say your task now is to extract 2 women from the castle?
Mean to say we can't breathe a word of this to Detloff, who wants revenge above all else.
Geralt, you must trust me. I've got a way with...
No, Regis. Can't risk it. Gotta keep Detloff here while I go to Duntine.
Alone?
Alone. That way I can make sure neither woman will come to any harm.
I hope you know what you're doing. Fine. I shall see to Detloff. Good luck, my friend.
Splendidly, Detlaff. Ah, I'm grateful you brought back those memories. You're back. It took you long enough.
Contrary to what common folk believe, choosing a wine is not nearly as easy as it might seem. Especially a wine to be served to 2 exquisite ladies.
Regis, gallant as ever. I regret all the more that I shan't finish this second bottle with you. Duty calls.
Your Grace, always a pleasure.
I thank you for your help. It's been invaluable. Geralt, will you see me out? You have exceptional friends. This Detlef, an intriguing man to say the least.
Not exactly the word I'd go with, and I think you'd be a little bit shocked if you found out a bit more.
Don't know him too well. He say much about himself?
Not much, but I've a good sense of the true nature of those I meet. I'd not survive a week at court otherwise.
So what's his?
Sensitive. Sad. He carries within him the weight of a terrible tragedy. He is a good man, but lost, which is why he comes across as grim.
Didn't expect the evening to end like this.
Neither did I. But I have not drawn you out for a romantic stroll. I wish to make certain you know what you are to do.
Mm-hmm. Gotta go to Duntine.
I've decided my guardsmen will support you. You will meet them at Count Delacroix's mill. It stands along the San Retour River, near the Cockatrice Inn. Captain de la Tour and his men will await you there at midnight. You shall storm the castle together.
That's that. That was an interesting evening, wasn't it? A lot of character entries.
Is my head
Oriana, Detlef, Regis. Oh! Hold up. Nearly at the big 5-0. And yes, that is the cut-off point. I had a feeling after a couple more main story quests that that would be that. And it is. Capture the castle is the beginning of the end of Blood and Wine, if I recall correctly. So we'll be doing everything else that we can before Capture the Castle. But yes, that was certainly an intriguing evening out, to say the least. Next time though, I'd prefer if I had a little heads up of who I might be running into.
Wolves asleep amidst the trees. Bats all asleep.